That heifer right there just don't even care.
Save yourself now.
Wait, say, folks.
Hey, everybody.
Hope everybody having a good Sunday evening.
Hope so.
It's been a long one for us.
Yeah.
Long weekend.
But hey, we finally got it together. We're going to finish this tonight.
Yes,
We got
we
the
are.
biscuits ready on time today.
So,
And you don't have to this
Look at
one.
it. Says biscuit. People like biscuits too.
Tiebreaker.
There's you.
If it
Yeah.
comes to that.
Well, we're gonna have a couple tiebreakers,
Yeah.
or at least two so far. I think so.
I think it's a three-way tie.
Three-way tie. So
Yeah, it's a three-way tie so far.
three-way tie.
Yeah, so far. We hadn't even started the night yet.
But we got Mr. Donnie back with us. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 more to make a run on.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you had another story to share this evening. I guess we'll do that about half time.
Yeah. No, if you need to take a break.
That'll work. That'll work just fine.
But,
Good to be here with all y'all tonight.
Jasper
I missed Thursday night, but we had a little streak of weather come in, and I didn't want to put my dog outside, and I sure didn't want to bring him up here because it'd have been like a bull in a china shop.
It would have been an interesting go-round.
It would have.
Especially with Jasper. But we got it going tonight, but
We ready.
Ain't done much in the beekeeping world. You seen the falls on our end, y'all. We're gonna get in this prayer list, but I'll put us on there too right now if you don't mind. We just got a lot going on, and Hannah's kind of had to step up and help take care of her grandma a little bit. She's getting on in age and all that kind of stuff, and it's getting time for somebody to be with her 24/7 now. And Hannah's kind of had to jump in and fill these gaps whenever others can't.
When others won't,
Yeah.
other things are more important to them, and I'm gonna shut up. That ain't my thing. But
All right. But
move on in the prayer list.
yeah.
So, have one. I guess it's a super awesome improvement. Hey, Earl. He just came in the chat. But Lee said he was finally back to 100% on his back and told us we could graduate him off the list. So, but we still got Keith Larimore, Mr. Mark Miller, Hillbilly Earl, Ed's wife, Miss Chris, James McNally, Dirt Rooster's dad, Mr. Pat, PJ Hanley's Homestead's still on here, Brian from Flower Street and his family. Let's see, Mr. Sawmill Charlie with his back issues, Miss Deb at the Sun Bunny, Bob's friend Jason Cooper, and Mr. Dan Weaver's family in Hawaii with all the fires over there. Miss Grammy Lisa had put her granddaughter, she's still on here. Bob Walker and his family, and his mom and his wife in particular, but his whole family along with them. And then the new additions are Tom at Mac Apiary Bees, Randy Southard, Mr. Donnie, And then I think it was either in Charlie or Bob's life, but they added Tim Bailey. So he was having a good bit of complications from the surgery he had. So he's the newest addition. I think that's everybody.
No, Mr. Bailey there sounded like he kind of went through an ordeal. What Charlie had mentioned
Yeah.
on there, but yeah, most definitely, y'all keep these folks in your prayers for your healing, or whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritual, however it may be, whatever folks' needs are. The good Lord knows what it is either way. We're just trying to pass it along.
Okay. Ray Bruce. I will put him on there right now.
Well, I see digging on that. Roll through these names. Well, you know what through it, ain't you? We got Lee and Earl, Michael, appreciate you. J and D's, Todd. Let's see here. Tritone, James, Noel.
Let me see.
Huh?
Well, I guess he won't know which one he was with.
Yes, he won't.
But yeah, we do need to clarify that.
Yes.
I made a mistake. And I do apologize very sincerely for it because I did not even realize I did it. But James Noel, when his honey came in, it was J and D's. So when it was his, like, in the chat and in the list, I had him as J and D's Bees. And it's not Jack from Wyoming, it's James Noel. I think they said that in the chat, but like we just want to apologize for number one, but and also make it clear that it was James Noel when I put J in these B's instead of J and D's B's.
Sorry about that, brother. We apologize on that end, man.
My 6-year-old nephew told me I was a little bit scatterbrained, so that's my excuse, okay? But I do apologize.
When we get into story time, Mr. Donnie tells his. I got one to share about that little nephew too. How he was. If any of y'all, especially you Southern folks, okay, there's a spider that lives down in these woods. That joker, I'm telling you, was darn near stretched across at 2 by 6 from leg to leg. They call them wolf spiders. And they're
It's
huge.
the creepiest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Well, we'll tell the story during halftime and all that, but my little nephew, he was there for my sister-in-law. But we'll just kind of leave it at that until then. But
Teasing us.
oh yeah, it was hilarious, especially.
Now this is Ollie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish everybody could hear that young and sing in church. That is a blessing. How old is he?
He is 6.
6.
He'll be 7 in a couple months.
And boy, I'm telling you, he'll let her rip. If the old folks that was in there and sing like that, it'd sound a whole lot better.
Hey, him and Ollie and Mr. Donnie had a sling blade moment in church. Ollie turned around and Mr. Donnie tells him, "I like to hear you sing."
And Mr. Donnie told him that first.
Yeah.
Ollie just turned around. Well, I like to hear you sing.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
The good book said, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord." And this ain't nothing about it being sounding pretty. It said joyful.
Yes,
that's my singing.
And he was sure doing it. Me and him I had to come pick him up a while ago, take him up to Grandma's house up there where we got the swarm trap. We taking y'all a couple of rides along there, but it was an argument between what is country music and what is not country music with me and him. Then I put on Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers, All the Gold in California.
I'm gonna tell y'all what though, that 6-year-old can sing that song word for word.
He was putting it out. I'm not even going to I'll embarrass myself more than anything trying to sound like he was doing it, but he was throwing down in the truck. But swears to me he hates country music. That's a rock and roll song, Uncle Tim. No, it's not. But Michael said,
Michael, I just put her on there.
"Oh, B done, oh B, oh just it's just Bob. Bob popped in. Honey Stone, appreciate you coming in. Darren, good to see you.
No, coming in.
Joseph, yeah, all right, it says 26 in here right now. Good deal. So,
Jasper's pouting because he don't have a spot on the camera up here.
no, I wish I could turn this camera down here without having to put all of it back together, but he's just looking up like, you're not in your chair, so I can be on.
He's just
Oh,
sitting here with his head in my lap, like, why won't you put me on camera?
Before we get started, we got to show this. Hannah had this tucked away.
Like you're really gonna use it.
I'm not going to use this,
Exactly.
but you women, most definitely. But Brian from Flower Street, when he sent his honey, he I guess you can call it a couple bribes, just like everybody else maybe, without the letter stating it was a bribe.
He didn't claim it was a bribe.
No. But I forgot to show they do their little lotion bars and stuff too, y'all. It's one of them, I guess you can smell a vision.
I wish y'all could smell it.
It's like, let me show that thing.
But the presentation was
Yeah, it's strong. I smell it. I smell it right now.
Oh yeah. What's it say?
it
It's
was
got,
very, very nice.
that's got apricot oil, beeswax, mango butter,
And
and essential oils. I don't know what essential oils are, but it smells good. Lemon rosemary lotion bar. But yeah, they done good on all their stuff too. Like old Blaine, he done good on his like his inventory or however you want to call it.
Oh, I thought you were going on about his bribe.
Well, he done good on that too. I'm saying he knocked it out the park on that.
Yeah.
But who we talking about? I was gonna give somebody a couple of them fake $100 bills we was talking yesterday.
Ollie.
Oh yeah, my nephew.
No, you're not paying that baby fake money.
Yeah, he got mad at me earlier with some money. He pulled, oh, Uncle Tim, I come help you work. You pay me. No. So we get up there and we pick up some limbs, done some cleaning up at her grandma's, and we go picking up limbs. Well, that lasted every bit about 5 minutes until we found a big old grasshopper. They call them horse lubbers, lubers, something, but they're ginormous grasshoppers.
Yes, they are.
He found that thing and fell in love with it. Had me contact his mom. All this kind of other stuff. Can I keep it? Well, whatever. Let's get the grasshopper. We got to go back to work. Okay, just let me put it in a box, Uncle Tim. We'll go back to work.
That was the end of what little bit of working had actually been going on.
Oh yeah, no, that ended
with him.
Well, I'm finishing getting everything picked up so we can go. And told him, I said, we got to go back here to the back of the field and unload this trailer. You gonna come help me? Why? Well, halfway through the field, old payroll comes up. Talking about how much you gonna pay me, Uncle Tim? I said, what are you talking about? How much I'm gonna pay you? You didn't work. Oh, I did. I helped you pick up some of these sticks, but I need to put some stuff in there for my grasshopper. I said, I'll tell you what, I was gonna pay you $5 for helping me do that little bit right there. I said, I'm gonna pay you $2. Well, he couldn't grasp the concept of if you don't follow through with all the work, you don't get paid all the money. Well, it turned into discussion from the front of the field to the back of the field and back to the house. And he still couldn't gather, why are you paying me so little versus what you told me you paid me? Well, then he had the idea of kind of letting it slip. Well, if I go talk to Haney Boo, Is she gonna pay me?
Yeah.
I said, well, no, bud. I said, I'm gonna tell you right now. I said, the buck does stop here. I said, so don't even go try to go talk to your Aunt Henny Boo.
We had to have this discussion the other day too.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to stay or something. Wasn't it? I mean, he wanted to do something, and Tim told him no. Well, what happens if I go ask Handy Boo? You gonna get both of us in trouble, dude.
But anyway, that little joker he made a good day, good weekend outside of his carrying on. I wish I could show y'all the video, but I just can't. I can't do that.
All right, you wanna let the man get to some honey?
Yes, I quit my job. Yeah, they piled on in here, and then we got to get 35. Would Miss Donnie want to take off with?
I'm ready.
See, I tried
I'm
to
ready when
explain
you
that
are.
to him too. Like, buddy,
I'll
just
say it like I did last week. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just
Well,
tasting honey and letting
You
you know.
just
That's
need
all we
some
do.
honey. Give me some numbers. Try to keep it simple.
Oh, and for the ones of you that was with us when we did the first half of it, some of you kind of asking questions. How was Mr. Donnie doing there? Well, your sugar was fine, right?
When you
I
got
got home, my blood sugar was 153.
And that's good for
really
you.
good
Yeah.
for you.
That's real good.
So no worry. All right, we're going with the aroma.
Oh, I gotta put a number. Number 8.
Oh yes. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm sorry, I didn't show the
3 on the aroma.
Right back at it.
I'm sorry. It just,
You're good, Mr. Don.
All right, think about it because I got to show the cup. I forgot to show the cup. Of number 8.
I just put it in there. Need a taste next, Mr. Donnie.
Ain't going all the way. That sugar was fine.
If y'all could
4
just
on the
see
taste.
Jasper pouting down here.
4 for taste. Texture.
3 on the texture.
Okay. They'll put the, because he put two. Okay.
All right.
What's your smell?
There you go. 9A.
Oh, he ain't even giving the cup yet.
Well, I was letting you get the names in there to skip around on this time.
You want a biscuit, don't you?
Okay.
Did it have a smell
Three.
at all? A 3 on the smell?
1 3.
I really only had that one that had a
The smell to it.
slight smell.
She's slow. It's slow down like a cold honey, but they're room temp. They're thinking on that one, yeah.
3 on the taste.
Text.
Full texture. Oh,
Mm-hmm. We're getting there.
I'm trying. I'm typing with two hands here, okay?
All right. 9B.
Pretty, uh,
Dark color to it.
so
There's some really pretty colors. Looking down the picture that she had taken, the one we used for the thumbnail on this thing. We had this overhead light on, but you could see down in the cups real good.
All the different colors.
It was really pretty seeing the light colors and the.
For once, he was glad that I stopped taking pictures.
Mhm.
I like one that's about the color of good, fat pine tar.
Just about clear.
That dark amber.
Oh, that amber look.
That's about what that one is.
Stop.
Did we give a, what do you got on the smell? Did you pick up a smell on that?
3.
3. Okay. Tastes.
Mm-hmm.
Old Blaine rolled in here.
DC and Lisa.
Sunburn.
Lisa and Donnie. See if I start talking faster.
Yeah. Taste. Mm.
Man,
Yeah. Is that good or bad?
Was this B?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your taste number, Mr.
5
Donnie?
on taste.
Ooh. Texture.
And
Pressure.
Yes.
um, well, I wish I could give it a half star. Um, 5 on texture.
That's some big numbers there.
Mhm.
All right. Number
I
10.
like that one.
He said, I like the apple.
Wrong button.
Number 10. You cleaned your palate, Mr. Donnie?
I'm getting that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, don't stop that. Good Lord. All right, number 10 here.
I might have baked that pan of biscuits for nothing.
Well, no, you won't. Ew.
You,
Yeah, we'll get them going. Don't you worry
Jasper's
about
already
that.
ate one. He had to be the main tester.
I'm not going to say who the fella is right now, but the one that we just entered there, number 10. Kind of hate to see him having to get out of it, but surely
It's supposed to be
understand.
temporary. It's
Yeah,
gonna be moved and get set up.
yeah, they was talking about trying to come back to Alabama or somewhere else.
3 on number 10 here.
On the smell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you got all them back. Lord, they got what, 4 or 5 youngins, man said.
Wayne, we got some backups, buddy, if he needs a reminder. He said, I feel like Mr. Donnie forgot what mine tastes.
Read through it.
All the bottles are on standby.
Yeah.
Flavor first.
Yes, sorry, taste and then texture.
5 5 on flavor, but 3 on texture.
Okay.
Who was that in the chat the other night? Talking about give the man the bottle. Was it Blaine?
Blaine. I think it was Blaine.
No, we were 11. These folks had 2 entries, but only one of them made it in one piece. After the mail lady decided to Mike Tyson that thing up in the mailbox for whatever needs she felt necessary. She busted one of the glass jars. And we was only able to enter his one here.
I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing at Blaine's comment.
Yeah. You're right, Joe. Nobody ever make biscuits from that. They'll get eat.
Yes. Jasper's enjoying it.
Oh, he picked up 3.
Mm.
She can't go in that kitchen without him now. I'll sit here and look pretty.
I don't call him in there.
She don't run him out either.
He cleans up what I drop on the floor while I'm cooking. He's saving me from having to sweep later.
Now he's a good
He's
little
helping me
vacuum.
out. Mm-hmm.
Working on that baby. Oh, we only got 2 more left, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Down to the wire. Really one. There you go. Can you get that?
Mm-hmm.
4 on flavor. And 4 on taste.
4 on taste.
Yep.
Yeah.
What, texture and taste?
Right.
Okay.
4 and 4.
All right.
All right, number 12 here. All right, here's number 12.
Yeah, Lee, he is. He's pretty cute too.
Yeah, I was thinking that picture, Lee, that you sent Bob the other day. I thought you
He
done
thought
got
you
you.
had a puppy.
Yeah.
He didn't even recognize Jasper.
I sure didn't. That's why I was telling you that. Oh, you got you a Jasper too. I was like, well, he look like it. You just did too, don't say.
Great.
Yeah, he grew up way too quick.
No, don't let the joke go. That's why we in here having a good time.
Flavor 3. And texture 3.
3 and 3.
Maybe the.
Oh.
This had mostly turned to sugar.
I started crystallizing.
Yeah. It had started to crystallize.
Okay. And now,
Have you saved the best to last?
I sure did. Yes, sir. I did. Oh, yeah. We got the mystery one here. Guess where it came from. Try this one, Mr. Donnie. See how you like it.
I feel like I'm running in the
You're not, because if I'd have told you, you'd have been like, no.
seriously. Am I going to say that anyway?
We got a 3 on the smell. On the mystery.
For the amber.
if anybody gets. Mm. Anticipation.
Um, I'm gonna give it a 4 and a 4.
4 and a 4. Okay. All right. We're gonna disqualify that last one. I just want to see what a rating of gun line would be without him knowing.
I knew what it was.
So
Yep, think I ain't been eating that on my biscuits for the last,
Every morning.
yeah.
that's why I didn't tell you.
Well, yours has
A Wang.
it's got the comb. I don't know.
Well, we
I
got
don't know if you can
in.
call it the flavor or what, but yeah. It's textured like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just know it. I know it when I taste it.
Where do we come with?
It tastes more
Well,
like a cone,
We wouldn't
I
even
guess
made it.
what I'm saying.
We was in tie for third place.
Okay, so we're tied for third at the bottom.
Well,
Well-
when I started to recluse, is that the right word?
So
We have a winner.
we do have a
We
winner.
ain't even got to do a tiebreaker.
Mm-mm.
But second place, 3 people tied for second place. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 people tied for third place.
Well, 6 people
We gotta get a
technically.
different rating
But
system.
Let me say this, there's not a one of them I wouldn't buy if I saw it on a shelf at the store. I'd go in there and if I knew to ask for it, I'd ask for it, no doubt.
Now we can run through and tell you who everybody was. Then we'll tell you who the winner is. So the first night we done the tasting, it was Darren, a Pennsylvania beekeeper, and that's Pennsylvania honey, come from up there.
And by far, the most expensive jar of honey that was sent was number 2.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
Blaine, the Texas beekeeper, he sent
Oh,
the
that's-
second
He
one.
sent the $30,000 bribe with his
I
jar
got
of
you, I
honey.
got you. You go, Blaine.
Because when we get to him, I want to read
Oh,
his deal.
yes.
The third one you tasted was, well, 3A and 3B come from James Noel. Number 4 come from Hope Sadler. 5 was Chris the Bugman, 1966. Number 6 was Lee, Kodiak Farms. Number 7 was Philip at RTX Honeybees. And while we're doing that, I know I've been telling you, we're finally going to read this letter. And I guess everybody can understand now. Tim and Hannah, here's my submission. The lip balm is a bribe. I'm looking forward to the contest. My honey is more popular with the ladies and children, so that is my excuse if I don't win. I can't wait to see what y'all think about it. God bless Philip
He
at
had the bribe
RTX.
and the excuses.
I am
Flag down.
I'm a big youngin'.
Well, hey, the women and children love it. Number 8 was
Blaine's throwing his excuses out there. Donnie almost gave me a 5 on taste, but he changed his mind.
y'all seen your best honeys next year, so we'll know. Since this has been, I've been calling it the unofficial official, and we'll do the air quotes in the award winning
Hmm.
honey. That way you can put It's an unofficial, official award-winning honey on your label if you want to.
Make your own trophy.
I think you got it. Now we do have for the winner. We still got to dig that thing out. It is around here somewhere, but the Dirt Rooster hat, autographed by Randy McCaffrey there at 628 Dirt Rooster. That's your prize and bragging rights for the year on it. But number 8 was Ed at Son of One. Number 9, A and B, was Dan Weaver, Weave Bees. Number 10 was Jeremy at Queen Bees. 11, Sean. I butcher your name, brother. I'm not even going. There we go. Then 12, Brian, Flower Street. Then the mysterious honey, question mark, Gunline Bees. But ours officially don't count.
I was going to would have kicked myself out of the judging on the last one. I knew who it was.
So, is it him? All right, here's your winner pick. It was 9B,
Dan Weaver.
Mr. Dan Weaver.
Wildflower honey.
Yep. Wildflower got it, brother. So congratulations.
Yeah. Launch my pen across the table.
And I'll look on the
I
email.
thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was a good time.
Well, hey, we appreciate you coming in and being a taste test, and Lord
We
willing, if we do a second annual, you can do the taste test and first again next year. Everybody seemed to enjoy having you, the storytelling and all that. If you want to, we can get in. We can add one to the moonshine story you said.
But y'all,
yeah.
we did have
Yeah.
a blast with all this, though. We really
yeah.
appreciate everybody getting in it. Look, we had a good time with it.
This one is was new to me until last week, and I hadn't even told Tim and Hannah this one. And when I told my sister at church this morning I was going to tell a new liquor story, her eyes like to bugged out of her head. But I told her, I said, well, everybody involved in it's dead. I mean, they're going to go dig them up. But anyway, my sister and them, her and Irvin were married at an early age. They were, she got married when she was a junior in high school, or senior, I think. And she used to take old 57 Ford convertible to the Quick Check food store down here, and she'd buy 100 pounds of sugar or 500 pounds of sugar, 100 pounds of what nothing to buy. Have that trunk of that old 57 Ford convertible full, and have it in the back seat too. Well, if the law seen them with that much sugar, they knew that's what it was for. But they had probably seen her do it 2 or 3 times, come out of there with that kind of sugar, and probably somebody else out there in the area running their mouth. But my brother-in-law had made the liquor again. This is in the same area where they were on the first store. This happened earlier. To the west side of the house he was raised in was another spring, and they had already run the whiskey off and had pulled that old Ford down there and loaded it down with whiskey. Well, the game warden was a friend of the family, and he had heard they were planning on raiding him, that they had information that the whiskey was ready to be moved, and they was fixing to move in on them and get them. And they had relayed that information to my brother-in-law, and my sister run down there again. He ever proficient. He was watching out for her in the front of that house, and then he run down there and took all that whiskey out of that car and put it in a big washout, and she covered it with leaves and pine straws. And it was about 40 gallons, a gallon jug. And the old car was stuck. The old convertible was. And there they are hiding in the house again. But this was the first time, but they was hiding in the house when the law come up there. And they come down there and haul the old car off, the old 57 Ford. But they had found one jug of whiskey in there. And the game warden that was friends of the family, you might say, saw the whiskey, and he knew it wasn't Irving, that they had planted it. But they had done made up their mind they was going to put my brother-in-law in jail. But they never did. They never did catch him. But
So the game warden worked it out on both ends.
oh yeah. But you walk over there around that old graveyard at that Methodist cemetery, and there were some stories about that old game warden, brave as to a point of being dangerous. He'd run a man down and he wouldn't even have a gun. But you go over there in that graveyard where them old boys is buried, never one of them come out of World War II, and they was in the Pacific or either in the European theater, and they come home after killing people for 2 years. They wasn't scared of nothing. But yeah, they was pretty close knit. The same game warden, when he retired, he had to run to keep from getting caught for hunting over a baited dove field.
Yeah. The old game warden gonna get in trouble now.
Yeah.
It's good to hear them old stories. Laugh about them now. But like I said, they most of them is what you think you hear up in them mountains. No type things. Them old boys running from the revenue man up there, but it happened all around. It probably just went down here in the south too. It's up in the north country.
My brother-in-law had to take his cousin to Mississippi over there to get a bullet dug out of him at a veterinarian.
Say that one more again.
Irvin had to take.
He went to a vet to get a bullet took out of him.
Yeah, no, not Irvin.
Oh,
No, his cousin. No, his cousin was running from the revenuers, and his cousin was running from the revenuers. They done come down on him on the steel, and Darryl cut out across there. Y'all know who he is, the man that sells the ferns up there at Citronelle.
Mm-hmm.
He come up there beating on the door about 9 o'clock. He done come through the woods bleeding. I told Irvin he need to get to the doctor. Let's go.
I don't know if them folks are still around or not, because the gentleman Mr. Donnie was just talking about,
They still there.
Are they? We need to talk to him, because he done a lot of the old school beekeeping. This man is well into his 80s probably.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. He's my brother-in-law's age, and Irvin died. He was in his late 70s.
Me and Hannah stopped. They had a little nursery that him and his wife done, and it was just, I don't know, different little flowers stuff they had in there. They sold, make a little change. And we'd stop every spring and go in there and trade with those folks, and got talking to that old timer one day about us keeping bees. And he went on and on about how they would just keep them in the logs and how they pulled honey and done different stuff back in the day. And I always told myself, I need to go back and talk to that old timer, at least record him. And whether if it don't get me anywhere in the beekeeping world, at least it'll be a good story to hold on to far as the way.
Way it was done.
Yes, sir, the way they done it back then. And unfortunately, I mean, a lot of that is going away. So every time one of them head on out, that ends that storyline. But let me hit the guest button, see if anybody wants to come in here and chit chat a little bit.
Lee said, I love the old stories. Yes.
Well, I don't have an old story, but I will until see if anybody pops in here. Let me get my buttons pushed. We'll tell you about that little nephew. And that big old spider. There we go. Yeah.
Ollie and the spider.
Well, my nephew and his mama come home the other night, and it was dark coming up that back ramp. And apparently that big old wolf spider made it a web, like across the rampway.
Yeah,
Where
my
it's found.
sister walked straight in.
And she walked into that big old spider, and I'm telling you, people, these spiders it'll cover your face. They're so big. Well, that joke, she walked into that joker, and she went to having a moment out there screaming and hollering.
Everything, my phone, everything.
You know all the details on it. Mm-hmm. What she told you in the story. She's
flailing around trying to peel the spider web off her face. Can't find the spider anywhere. And she's literally just throwing stuff. Pitch black dark outside. So Ollie starts yelling at her. Okay, he's doing his taekwondo moves, gonna kick this spider's butt in the pitch black dark, and he's telling her, just stay calm, Mom. I've got you, okay? I've got you.
That's Ollie.
And he's so serious too. If y'all knew him, you'd know why we're laughing. But,
oh, that's Ollie.
Yeah, what? She finally, she couldn't find it on her, and he gets the phone, finally, turns the flashlight on. Well, Abby, she's got real long hair, and she bent over and was flinging her hair out, trying to make sure the spider wasn't there. Well, that's where it was. And when she saw it on the end of her hair, she flung her hair and just went to losing it again. Well, the spider lands on Ollie at that point. So he goes from the stay calm, I got you, Mom, to why he's throwing everything, freaking out. Abby's like, the phone lands upside down, so we can't see the flashlight anymore. And now we're both running around like maniacs out here in the pitch black dark. Well, they finally find the phone, make it up the ramp. So now Ollie's got this 4-foot long spider stick, and he does them like a baseball. He walks through there now.
He kept telling her when the spider was on his mama, I got you, Mom. I got you, Mom.
I got you.
And he's 6 years old, so y'all stay with us, and he's just doing his little taekwondo, so he's ready to go. Well, when she does her hair and flings that rascal back and sees it's in her hair, and I guess knocks it off, well, that's when it lands on Ollie. Mm-hmm. Then Ollie starts telling her, I ain't got you, Mom. I ain't got you, Mom. Yeah, he did start screaming that. I ain't got you no more, Mom. And everybody's losing it. I told her, I was like, man, do you realize how much money I would pay to have a video of that, like a color lit up video? Because I could make $1 million off of you making a fool of yourself out there. It's like, we're going to set up security cameras at Dad's so we can catch you next time.
I'd love to have been a fly on the wall and could have seen that. And Ollie, I ain't got you no more, Mom.
Y'all, I was pure crying. My sister telling me this story because she's acting out what Ollie's doing. Like, it was, Lord, it would have been priceless if we could have got it on video. Your turn.
Yeah, I'll just read Dan's comment. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, everybody too. We had no idea it was going to turn into
No.
where it went. We was expecting, just maybe a couple entries to come in, and we got what 12.
Mhm. Well, actually,
We got 10 sent in and 12 entries. Or did I have that right?
14 entries.
Okay, 14 entries. Yeah. So we absolutely enjoyed it ourselves. Like I said,
This whole thing, like with everything we've had going on lately, it's been a stress release to come home and get something in the mail that you just open it up and laugh your butt off for a little while. Like all of it, it's just been a blast for us.
so if that gives y'all time for the ones that I think of Darren or somebody in here was talking about really trying to make
a yearly thing.
Yeah. I said, we'll do it if y'all want to. We'll carry it on the unofficial official. And y'all remember I said that. So come next year when I say, what did you name that thing?
Yeah, because he won't remember past in the next month if they got them.
Well, I mean, they've seen that on the last Who's the Line Bob. I was trying to tell something about, I can't even remember what it was then, but doing right in business or keeping your mouth shut. One of the two. I couldn't even remember what it was. Train off the track 2 or 3 times in that event. But
It was pretty funny.
yeah, I guess with the beekeeping in, we're keeping an eye out, looking to see if the goldenrod down this way is trying to show itself, and it ain't even. It ain't turning yet.
It should be past blooming.
Look again, we need some more rain, about much like everybody else, and I hope Philip and Blaine and them ones out there, and well, Lee and them too, parts of Louisiana. Y'all ain't had no rain in months.
Oh, we kept that heat for so long, so many days of that. I mean, I tell you, that straight burning fire we had around us, and it was drawing the water out of the ground. It's killed a lot of stuff. You see the arborvitae trees dead right there on the left between the Shell Station and Rockies, where the little pond always dries up. Mm-hmm. They got about 3 big trees in there. You wouldn't think the heat would have killed them, but they 2 of them graveyard dead.
The wildflowers though, seeing a whole bunch of them, like we had mentioned in the beginning, Hannah's grandma's gotten pretty well bedridden, and was talking to her yesterday, just telling her it's kind of starting to feel like fall a little bit outside, and won't be long we can open the windows and all that good stuff. And along her fence on the first 10 acres there, I have no idea what you would call these little old flowers, but they grow on a vine, and they all over up there by the Country Breeze and Mr. Charlie's.
They're red?
They're red. They're teeny little old flower about that long.
Bad type of morning glory.
Is that what those are?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, she's got red and white ones. Roll Tide.
She didn't plan it that way.
No. But the whole fence line is covered with them things, and went out there and took some pictures and got a little video of it for the other day. But it kind of brought a little more attention to my eye as far as more of our wildflower is blooming versus than what we were seeing most definitely in the spring. I don't know if it's just a winter bunch or a fall bunch opening up or what, but it's pretty along the road ditches.
I was going to try to send that video to you of the. I was going to try to put it on the gun line but I just sent it to you instead. I didn't know what I was doing. And then bees and
The bee in the morning glory.
yeah,
Mhm.
there was plenty of them in there, man. I mean, they were getting it.
Now you'll see it sometimes in old especially in old bumblebees, or like a mason bee, and then morning glories first thing in the morning when they out there running around on them rascals and hitting them. That little old bumblebee, she'll be just as speckled black and white. You won't be able to see the yellow and black on her. She'll be just all that white pollen that comes off in morning glories.
Yeah,
But they'd be covered up out there.
well, these was them in that video was just show covered. But I'm just curious because I don't know who got honeybees right there close where that morning glory was down there by my nieces, Teresa and Adam.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's got nest boxes down there.
I don't know anybody down that way.
What about your overhang out here? You out up in the tree.
Oh, the open air hive. They're growing. And that's where I guess I was kind of leading up to this. No, I mean
No.
I brought it on a little bit more, but we're gonna take tomorrow. We're taking a day off, me and her. And it's gonna be our day of in the bees. And I'm curious to see how much more they've grown out than what they grown out 2 weeks ago whenever I was in them things. And they had all that brand new pretty stuff grown out on just foundation. Now, the open air colony that absconded left, then came back and just rubbed it in our nose. I mean, they've got, I'm going to say, a 3-tier already across there on that little oak limb. And one piece is, I'd say, about the size of 2 good saucers, the middle piece. So they're building out, and apparently she's laying, and they're storing up there because they're just, I seen them go from this little old bunch to that. Are they going to come down to that night going out there and shining that light up and seeing them build all that new comb? But it wasn't much then, but now you can see they got a nice heavy run of comb built out. But
where was this coming from? That one?
Dan Weaver?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
What part?
What part should? Yeah. That's right. What part of Pennsylvania there, Dan Weaver, or close to it? Yeah, because he did mention if me and Hannah ever got up and decided to go to Gettysburg to holler at them.
I may be
They
dead.
pretty clever. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they still in here.
I think he was. He's probably tired of telling us where he's going to. We ask him all the time. Because I can't remember the name of the town.
I will say, since we're done with this, like far as we got an official winner between the 2 honeys that had I guess a different taste. We all have a different palate as far as tasting, but I guess there's something to do out there with Texas. Because the bunch that Jeremy sent, yeah, Jeremy and Phillips tasted, and I went to looking around on this, and I don't know if it's what it is or not, but Phillips had like a spearmint taste, I reckon.
Like just a hint of it.
And we know what Jeremy's was. His was the mesquite.
Mm-hmm.
And it had,
Which one was that?
Number 10.
Yeah.
You gave it a 5 on the taste.
All right, which one on the about number 4? that I tested
Mm-hmm.
was, the one that I said had the, cane sugar type.
Oh, I don't remember that one. I remember you saying that, but I don't remember who it
It
was.
was about, what was number 4? I look back there and see.
That's funny.
That's wrong. But I will tell y'all that what threw me off, Wayne's honey, and he's somewhere in Texas. But his honey was like, it was really similar to ours. Like, I was surprised
Like
at
a
how much
Pritchard?
how much it tasted like our spring honey. But then, like, Jeremy and Phillips was just a whole different kind of taste.
And that mint.
And Linden can make honey. And
Okay. Good. The only thing I looked up to
What is
see.
that?
Uh-oh.
Oops. And it did.
3D. It was a dark honey.
That's real. Who done that one?
James Noel.
Mm-hmm.
Where they from?
Oh, but it may have been Brian that the Linden or horse mint. It said the bees pollinate off some kind of horse mint, whatever that is. Where were we at? James Noel.
Yeah. He's from Missouri, Mr. Donnie.
I liked his. That's the one I said that kind of tasted like a.
Michigan. Yeah, Missouri's in this. I'm tired, y'all. Okay. I've not had near enough coffee to think straight. Mm.
It has been fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
say,
been a long day.
oh Lord, it's been a long week.
Yeah.
I didn't cut it off, did I?
No, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You leave something on here?
No. I thought maybe when I reached around there, I killed it.
Oh no, it was on the one we read the comments on. I almost timed somebody out by accident.
Mm.
Was this, Holly that said, Hannah Boo, I'm pretty sure I could drink this if you give me the jar?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He literally said that to me. I was like, yeah, I'm not giving you the jar, bro.
Was that of yours?
No,
No,
it
really?
was Mr. Dan Weaver, his clear honey.
Was that the one that won?
Mm-hmm. It was the same man, but
Different.
the one you picked for the winner was a wildflower honey, and the clear one was, I think, black
Man,
locust
that
honey.
stuff was some kind of good.
And little Ollie, and he's talking about pour the jar in his mouth. Okay.
He said I could drink it if you give me the jar.
If we back up 3 months, no, maybe a little bit longer than that, because we had a little bit of our privet left over. And Hannah had made biscuits or yeast rolls or something one night.
I made rolls.
And I told him, I said, here, I said, put some of Uncle Tim and Henny Boo's honey on here, and boy, you talk about good. And I was doing my best to sell it, you know. Well,
He wasn't
he
interested.
didn't want no part of it. Oh, I don't like that honey, Uncle Tim. I don't think I'll eat honey again. Then when we start opening up packages through the mail,
But he wants to taste that honey then.
oh yeah, he wanted to know every time we got one. Oh, is that a different one here? Well, yeah, you want to try? Yeah.
But each y'all
Wouldn't touch ours.
eat everybody else.
Yeah.
I can't remember
That's all right,
whose
I
it was. Somebody's that I gave him. Maybe it was Lance's. And we didn't put that in the taste testing or whatever, but I gave him one and he tried it, and y'all, if you only knew how serious he is, but he told me, he said, Candy, I might could dip something in it, but I don't think I could drink this one. Okay, whatever.
That's that boy. That is him 110%. Oh, mate.
Oh, he's full of it now.
Well, I hate to bust up the party, but I gotta get to the house.
All right, Mr.
Yeah.
Donnie.
We do appreciate you coming though.
Well, and I appreciated the chance
Really
to
miss
do it.
somebody
And
else.
the Lord willing, I'd be more than honored to be able to do it again.
Well, I believe everybody enjoyed having you, and especially look forward to you doing it again. And anytime we do one, just come knock on the door.
I do know where y'all live.
You know where we live. Yes, sir.
Been here a
But I'm
time
gonna-
or two.
I'm gonna accuse some of my time and let
Y'all stand
Jasper
by.
have his time.
Yeah, let me just get out you.
Jasper has some screen time.
Oh man, that's what I
Yeah,
had
there
to
we
do
go.
was stand up.
We can go get in our comfy chairs and
Oh,
finish this.
I had to stand up.
Yeah, no.
Jasper, you be a boy, a good boy, okay? You gonna be a good boy.
There you go, Bob. Send them specialty honeys in. The good ones. Y'all got, what's this date? September 17th.
All right, 'cause I'm gonna back out of here and
We'll try to remember these days.
get to the house. Oh,
Y'all bear with me just a second. I got a text message. They had somebody on the prayer list here.
you go right ahead. I'll
And
get out of here. Thank you. All right, go.
Ray Bruce. Okay. All right. Todd, we got him down here, bro.
Yeah, I ain't got nobody at the
Appreciate the text message too, man.
Um,
I sure do, 'cause I heard you say that this had more fun in it.
Well, enough.
And I got that air fryer, and I'm gonna put that thing on,
You get some comfort, sit that man's way.
reheat. And that's what I'm gonna have
Let
with
me
some
get
of
back to
y'all
my
honey on.
contact here, yeah. Are you gonna send? She's sending him home with some biscuits. I'll save mine for in the morning too. That'll give me a good breakfast.
Yeah.
Might do my own taste testing with them biscuits. No, leave that alone. But all right, Chad. So yeah, anybody want to come in? If not, we're gonna close it out here for too long. The honey police won't let you send no infused honeys. It's aggravating how they get so cantankerous about what you can and can't see, what you can do. But I'm fussing about the government.
I thought she was calling me cantankerous. I was like, wait.
You want to go get in our easy chair, or you want to sit in these hard chairs?
Huh? Jasper, you want a chair too, buddy?
And you get in the table. We'll go get the chair. Yeah, y'all stand by 1 second. I'm gonna go get.
Not
In
in
the
the
company.
camera, but
Yeah,
in the live. Just stop.
y'all bear with us. Go get you some sweet tea or something right quick. Come on back. Won't take me just a second. There we go. That's much better, yeah. Much better. Kids are acting up. They get out of their pen all day.
All the kids are there.
Jasper
I mean, in the town.
in the pen. Yeah.
All day.
There you go, my lady.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just moving stuff.
Yeah, that's all we do. Get somewhere comfortable. Noticing everybody kind of chit chatting about the mics and all that the other night, or in some of these live chats, and not saying we don't have them, but thankfully we don't have them nowhere near the issue that many of you have. It's kind of like us with the high beetle. Some of you ain't never had to really fool with them. Don't have see or one or two, but I haven't, to be honest with you, we haven't done a lot of research on the Varroa mite and all that. More of our study has been in most definitely the beetle and the wax moth. And I've kind of glanced over the parts on. Let me get you in here a little better. Just familiarize, if you will, on the mic. But I know a lot of folks likes to use more of a non-chemical base, more of a natural remedy. But I got to nose around on that Google, and I just went to the obvious. What did or what do where did things come from? Rural my Asia or the Saharan? I got them back either way, wherever they came from.
Mr. Weaver said they came from here.
Well, yes, sir. Yes,
Um, to take them back.
oh, yeah. But if you're looking for a non-oxalic way or putting these strips in and all that, this is just something that brought to my attention. I was like, well, hey, the peppermint oil is working for the beetles. The eucalyptus helps keep them blasted wax moths out. And on top of, we use the eucalyptus mixed with the peppermint extract in there with our beetle situations. But am I saying the right time? Is that what it was? THYME. Okay. Oil. So thyme oil. Huh? Yeah. Okay. But apparently, like I said, go back and do your research on it if it's something that you're interested in. But to me, or I can repost, that's what I'll do. Y'all check out the community whenever we get done, and I'll stick it on there, the screenshot I took. I took a picture of it, sent it to Charlie the other night in an email, and I think I text Bob a screenshot of it too. But you read through it. You better get off that table. Joker up there trying to get him Jasper, trying to get him a biscuit off the table.
I'm gonna pull that whole biscuits off the table. Now he's mad.
Where's that at?
I don't know.
Time and Varroa.
Yeah.
Jeff. But they put that oil, the thyme oil, in their sugar mix during different times of the season, just like you would do, right before the flow came in, all that good stuff. But please do. But they're putting it in the sugar water mix, and apparently the thyme has thymol in it. And whenever they ingest it into the sugar water, that as it's going through the digestion, as it's going through digestion and everything, whenever they feed it back to the larva, if there's mites that try to get in there on them, it'll either kill them or make them cut loose, one of the two. I think it said it'd kill them. And it was either on the sugar mixture part or then putting it on like a paper towel or something for them to walk over it or around. That, according to this one article, that it was 100% rate on getting rid of them blasted varroa mite off your bees. So, then y'all like to research, try to figure out different other things to do, something to try. Thought I'd throw that little bit of info out there, but by all means, do your research. Make sure it's something you want to do. There you go, Vapor. Well, I'm ready. No comments. Oh, my bad. Y'all talking about, Dan, you're going to have your hands full. 400 bulbs. Good grief. Yeah, you're going to be busy planting some garlic, my friend. Are you planting? Yeah, planting 400 bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try that again.
people waiting.
Not on me. You're the talker. They're just trying to tear the house down.
I know everybody's so happy we home. They can get out of kennels.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we're gonna try to fiddle. Dan's planting garlic. And I'm done yapping about the roar mite. I'll leave that for, well, they can't do it Monday nights because that's no mite Monday.
Well, Bob, Grayson talks about mites good bedtime.
There you go, Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, it may be something to help y'all, it may not be anything to it, but
Darren said I have time in my garden, but not sure how to introduce it into the hive.
Do you know if they pull a nectar off of it? Or is it just more of a pollen production?
Grandma tell you to ask Giggle.
That's exactly what she tells. Y'all ask that. It's not Google. It's Giggle.
Yeah.
Because she honestly don't know.
She calls it the Giggle.
Yep.
So in her defense, y'all, she's 95. I mean, she's not a technology guru by any means.
No. We about fell out when she said that to us the first time. We was like, ma'am, just to make sure that's what you said.
Ask that Giggle on the phone. It'll tell you. I was like, Grandma, you're supposed to know this stuff.
Yeah, I say, Darren, I'm not sure, but I imagine if they did, I don't know, because this is some of
the pull from the time that you need.
the
That's
old.
what Dan Weaver said.
Okay. Because like some of my questions been like for us, maybe one of the big reasons we don't see some of them, all right, or as many varroa as other people do, have like just full blown infestations of them. But the only thing that I can come up with, and I really haven't had anybody being able to answer it. I don't know if there just hasn't been study enough or what, but between all the natural plants we have down here. Now I know the Carolina jasmine produces a certain amount of oxalic acid.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia creeper produces a certain amount of oxalic acid. And there were a couple others that produce small amounts of oxalic acid. Now, I know the bees typically don't take and get on that Carolina jasmine very much. I mean, they will but I'm assuming that's the only reason that they may do that. Maybe as a natural medicinal that they know to use.
But I mean, I don't know, we just kind of